Rhea Ripley is set to face Liv Morgan on the first WWE Raw on Netflix. The Judgment Day faction is bound to interfere since the Miracle Kid is up against someone as formidable as Ripley. To even the odds, the Eradicator could find unexpected allies in the form of 597-pound duo, the War Raiders. The World Tag Team Champions recently saved Damian Priest from a vicious Judgment Day beatdown. Their motives could be rooted in gratitude, as Priest had helped them secure their championship titles on a past edition of Raw. Eric and Ivar could return the favor by helping Rhea Ripley snag the title, and even the odds against the heel faction that's likely to back Morgan. Their sheer strength and imposing presence could neutralize any interference from Judgment Day, giving Ripley the upper hand she needed to secure the victory. This partnership could also lead to a temporary alliance between Ripley, Priest, and the War Raiders. Together, they could feud with the Judgment Day heading into WrestleMania 41. However, it remains uncertain whether Ripley will walk out with the Women's World Championship. While the pieces for this potential alliance are in place, nothing is guaranteed in the unpredictable world of professional wrestling. Fans will have to wait and see if the War Raiders play a pivotal role in Ripley's quest for gold or if Judgment Day's interference proves insurmountable. For now, this is all conjecture, but the possibilities make for an exciting narrative. Liv Morgan promised to get back at Rhea Ripley after the latter sidelined her with an injury for a while. And she delivered on that promise. The 30-year-old snatched Rhea's title, her boyfriend, and even the Judgment Day. Rhea Ripley has been determined to take down Liv Morgan. Every time she gets close, Dirty Dom or Raquel Rodriguez swoops in to save the day. Lately, things have been getting pretty intense in the Judgment Day. Finn Balor is having some issues with the Women's World Champion because she didn't step in to help him and JV McDonagh keep their title. Balor could play a part in Morgan's loss during her match on January 6. However, Liv Morgan has an enormous task on WWE Raw, where the flagship show makes its Netflix debut in the coming weeks. Meanwhile, the Women's World Champion sent a message to the streaming platform on X. Liv Morgan dominated 2024 in Rhea Ripley's absence on Monday Night Raw and captured the Women's World Championship from Becky Lynch. Apart from claiming she retired the man, the champion still hasn't gotten a win over Mommy, and the upcoming title match is set to take place on the Red brand's Netflix debut. Liv Morgan often interacts with fans and other stars, but she recently had a conversation with Netflix. The 30-year-old WWE star had an interesting conversation with Netflix's X account. The champion responded to the handle's message and hoped the platform would be ready for her in 2025. "Hi! I hope you guys are ready for me," Morgan wrote. The Rhea Ripley-Liv Morgan saga has gone on too long, and the final match will take place when WWE Raw moves to Netflix. A storyline that started over a year ago needs a fitting end, and the two stars must move on to different feuds in the Stanford-based promotion following the third match. Speaking on Busted Open Radio, Tommy Dreamer addressed the ongoing storyline and stated that if Rhea Ripley fails to win the title, she must move to WWE SmackDown for a fresh start. Moreover, he thinks whoever wins the match becomes the division's face on Netflix. "I can see the match also happening or a version of it on Netflix. I think by that time, it has to be done. They've stretched this out a long time. But if Liv Morgan somehow continue to beat Rhea Ripley, then it's time for Rhea to maybe move over to SmackDown. If Rhea wins on that first episode of Raw on Netflix, she's cementing herself and her face as the face of the women's division," Dreamer said. However, Rhea Ripley has been among the primary attractions of the women's division of WWE for a long time now. Since leaving the Judgment Day, the Eradicator has been trying to get her hands on the Women's World Championship. However, Ripley hasn't been able to achieve her goal, thanks to constant interference from Dominic Mysterio and Raquel Rodriguez. WWE superstars and millions around the world are celebrating the holidays. WWE pre-taped Raw and SmackDown episodes this week to give the superstars and crew some well-deserved time off to celebrate the holidays with their loved ones. Rhea Ripley's husband, anoa'i star Buddy Matthews, FKA Buddy Murphy, shared some rare footage of the Eradicator recently. On his recent Instagram story, the former WWE star shared a hilarious video of a character being gifted a sledgehammer for Christmas. On the video, he mentioned that this was rare footage of Ripley opening her gifts on Christmas, making fun of her way of opening gifts. Rare footage of Rhea Ripley _we opening her Christmas presents, wrote Buddy Murphy. The Eradicator, over the past few months, has garnered a lot of attention as a babyface, which has solidified following her recent feud with Liv Morgan, Dominic Mysterio, and Raquel Rodriguez. After months of a grueling rivalry between Ripley and Morgan, the former is set for a women's world title opportunity on January 6. Liv Morgan will defend her title against the star on WWE Raw's debut on Netflix. While the match has the caliber to main event a show, it won't be the case this time, thanks to the immensely stacked card for the Red brand's premiere episode on the streaming giant. The WWE Universe have been anticipating this to be the final match of their feud. Time will now tell what the company has in store for them next. However, Judgment Day star to turn on Liv Morgan after she beats Rhea Ripley on WWE Raw on Netflix. On WWE Raw Netflix, Liv Morgan is set to lock horns with Rhea Ripley in a women's world title match. The Judgment Day member has been feuding with the Eradicator for the past few months, and it seems like January 6, 2025, will mark the end of their prolonged rivalry. While the winner of this match remains unpredictable, Liv does have a numbers advantage on her side, which gives her a slight edge in this title bout. Amid this, there is a possibility that if Morgan retains her women's world title on Raw's Netflix debut show, Raquel Rodriguez could show her true colors and turn on Liv. Raquel made her WWE return at Bad Blood 2024, where she attacked the Mommy and aided Morgan in retaining her title. Since then, she has been aligned with the Judgment Day as one of its members. However, during a recent Raw episode, fans noticed signs that Raquel might merely be pretending to be on their side, possibly waiting for the perfect moment to strike. This close alliance with the women's world champion has allowed Raquel to study Liv's weaknesses. Raquel could exploit these weaknesses and position herself for a title shot. With Raw's Netflix debut expected to deliver surprises, Raquel turning on Morgan could be one of the night's major moments. This betrayal might occur after Dominic Mysterio's girlfriend retains her title against Rhea Ripley. After this, Raquel could launch a post-match assault to betray both Liv and the Judgment Day faction. Such an angle would set up a heated feud between Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez heading into WrestleMania 41. Additionally, it would allow WWE to present Morgan as a strong champion on the road to the Showcase of the Immortals. It will certainly be interesting to see what unfolds on January 6, 2025, when Liv Morgan puts her women's world title on the line against Rhea Ripley. Not only Raquel Rodriguez, but Finn Balor also holds a strong possibility of betraying the women's world champion. During a recent edition of WWE Raw, a heated conversation took place between Liv Morgan and Finn Balor. This has sparked speculation that the former Universal Champion could soon turn against the 30-year-old star in the Stanford-based promotion. All these signs indicate that fans may soon witness the end of the Judgment Day faction in WWE. Rhea Ripley is undoubtedly one of the biggest names in WWE right now. However, a veteran thinks that she will not be winning her title match on the first episode of Raw since moving to Netflix. The rivalry between the Eradicator and Liv Morgan has been a hot storyline in WWE for quite some time now. With Raw moving to Netflix, it is clear that Triple H wants to make the first episode a memorable one. To that end, the 3 matches announced so far for the card are all high-profile ones involving names like Roman Reigns and CM Punk. In Sportskeeda's writing with Russo, Vince Russo was asked about his prediction of the title match between Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley, he stated. I think Rhea Ripley is super over with the people. She don't need the belt, Liv does. Liv, that belt and that title really helps Liv. Rhea Ripley will remain over whether or not she wins the title. She doesn't need the title. They just need to protect her in this match. But they should keep the title on Liv. According to veteran journalist Bill Apter, Rhea Ripley has redefined her era of wrestling in the company. Speaking on an episode of The Wrestling Time Machine, Apter explained how the Eradicator had become a household name in pro wrestling. He stated, "To me, Rhea Ripley changed the tide, the riptide there. Rhea Ripley redefined the female end of WWE, and I would say there are a lot of other women in there that did incredible, including Teddy's pick, Nia Jax. Liv Morgan also, way up there, and so many of them. Rhea is, people expect to see her. She became a household face in the pro wrestling business in 2024. Hi lovely viewers, welcome to my channel. I am Lima. Hope your day is so well. If you like the video and subscribe the channel,